Okay, we gotta twist it a little bit, twist it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Look. You see that? You see that? Just now, coffee. I was making myself some coffee, and I put it on me, of course, just before I gotta come on. But I tell you, alrighty, guys, it's morning. I'm alive. I hope you're alive too. Anyways, so I'm losing my thing, y'all. Hold up here. Good Lord, I have a cushion. I have a cushion. Anywho, we're doing a coffee and tarot. I know it's Monday. We don't usually, but we've been picking up with reads here lately. So, we're gonna stick with it. So, alrighty. I did get something preemptively, but I want to give my spiel first. Okay. You are a sovereign being over your life. You get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of these messages might apply. So my recommendation to you is never Cinderella should make a bit. Okay? Okay. Alrighty, hold on. So they were channeling a song to me, and I should have hold on. I should have looked it up before I got on. Hold on. By Dana. Hold on. Hold up here. I'm coming. So it's called. It's by Dana Dentata. It's from 2021, and it's called Pantychrist. And so I really just wanted to give you the lyrics really quick to it. But there's a major piece of in it. It's don't ever doubt me. So it goes. We gather here today to put Dana to rest. We gather here today to put her to rest. They tried to bury me 6 feet. I'm covered in the dirt. Don't know what's making you hate me, but you put me in a hearse. It gets a little graphic. They want to, my blind, want to keep me tame. From the palms of my hands is where I feel my pain. Been broken, been breaking, been busted down. Been tough as nails. Take it all, not making a sound. Tried to walk on water and I drowned. I tried to walk on water and I drowned. Here's where it gets good. Yeah, I think I see Jesus. I might be freezing. White light all around me. Angels are surrounding. You don't know about me. You don't ever fucking doubt me. And then it goes into where she comes back. Like she's coming back to life. And it's like, back like I never left. I'm that son of a, I don't fall down from heaven because I slipped. I tripped. I bruised. I bled. I scared. Or I scarred. I will always forgive. I won't forget that I'm starved. Hail Mary, Mother. How'd I make it this far? No regrets. I repent. Resurrect. So the whole song is all about counting somebody out and then behaving, acting as if they're already done. And she's like, don't ever fucking doubt me, right? And the question is, can you feel my freedom from the tomb? So the tomb that people placed her in. All right. I'm not breathing any longer. Now I'm healing the womb. Can you feel my freedom from the tomb? Don't ever fucking doubt me. Anyway, so you might want to go and listen to that song because it is. Hey, Trisha, it's by Dana Dentata. Pennychrist. Christ. So go check it out. I didn't read every single lyric, but I gave you the gist of it. It is a really, really good song. And I think that it has something to do with what we're about to dive into. So let's just dive in then, okay? Alrighty. Azathoth Tarot. Set up the, I don't know, where is it going? My hair is too long, and like trying to put it up in a clip is just the star. That's rising again. Page of Wands and the Hermit. Now the star, the Merkaba, on the star card is the same thing that's in the Hermit's lantern. They're bringing me back to I tried to walk on water and I drowned. And it's like trying to be the thing that other people wanted you to be, trying to live up to that expectation is what caused you to drown. Because they're bringing me to the star card, which has got 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the ground. I feel like the tomb is the hermit mode, that sense of isolation, encapsulation, finding your way out, rising back up. Definitely Page of Wands would be having a new fire in you. I'm surprised Death card's not out here. I think it's because, at least with the Death card, there's some more of an indication of self versus others placing you there. I'm gonna post some High Priestess. Okay, we're gonna go woo woo. I feel like somebody's cultivated or created or managed in this encapsulated state, the hermit mode in the tomb, a more clear, perfected connection with source, with spirit, with your intuition. Somebody has, because of that, there's like a clarity, like a sharpening of a tool. Um, there's a sense of being, okay, so we're just going to use all the parallels. Crucified for something, being yourself, feeling like you were punished for being yourself, feeling like you were ostracized for being yourself, for not conforming. But in that sense of like you're dead to me kind of a situation, like you're nothing, or people behaving as if you were already counted out. In that isolation, there was, I'd say, a resurrection into being a high priestess. There was a refinement that happened. We have the Page of Wands to clarify the Ace of Wands to clarify the Page of Wands. I do feel like you refined what you desire, what you want. I just heard a new torch to bear. This is gonna be one of them. This is gonna be one of them where like it's like piecemealed together, and at the end it all fucking makes sense. I can already tell. Okay. So we have the Sun with the Ten of Swords. It's like surrendering to the death and rebirth process. Now, these 10 swords are in her back. There is there's some level of like backstabbing, um, maybe somebody trying to ruin your name, somebody trying to ruin you, wanting you. I'm trying to, okay, I keep trying to feel in, and this is where it kind of goes blank. I hope this person has protected themselves from you finding out just to the degree at which they wanted, wished, and maybe participated in finding a way to keep you in this sense of isolation. Because every time I'm trying, I'm like, where's this? Where is this? Like, where's this source? Like, the picture is incomplete and it feels like a blank spot. All right, if you think real hard, I feel like you probably know. You don't have the tangible evidence to name somebody, but and I get the sense of like whatever's going on in your life can be easily explained away or what has gone on. So this sense of like it's kind of hard to paint the picture for other people to show exactly what this other individual did. Can you feel my freedom from the tomb? Like that's a sense of this individual only succeeded in isolating you and nothing else. Like they were waiting for something more. Like they were looking for the ruin, but the sun card's with it. No, I mean, the sun card turns anything bad to good. About as much as they achieved was keeping you isolated, separate. It didn't do what they had hoped. Like I feel like there's some kind of achievement, some kind of goal they set for doing this, and it didn't go there. And you refined your ability to connect with spirit, to connect with your intuition. You found your own way out of that. Star card keeps giving me like rising though. It's almost kind of like the more you were hidden, the higher you're going to rise, meaning like the more attention you're going to garner. Like this only is helping you bring something into your reality. Like, okay, you were there's this sense of I'm in isolation or I'm alone. But because of that, nobody can point to me and put something on me, like place blame on me. So it works out in your favor somehow. Like you can't look at me. I've been over here by myself this entire time. Like I have been incapable, almost like held in place. I heard you I can't catching strays. Um, you can't. You've not done anything. Like you've been it's kind of giving the sense of like I have an alibi. Oh, you know what I mean? Like you can't pin something, you can't put something on me because who am I? I'm over here just minding my business, lowly little old me, just whatever. Meanwhile, it's like some kind of setup was happening. You know how like when you know somebody's fucked up and so you just keep letting them talk? And they can't put it on you because you didn't it's like they end up tripping over their own lies. They reveal something. It's kind of like a setup, like they'll hang themselves with their own rope. And so it's one of those things where it's like if you stay, they're giving me the word mum. So maybe you didn't interact, you didn't respond, you didn't whatever, and that actually saved you. So you made the best of this isolation, that will only benefit you now. It's kind of like somebody trying to blame you for them spiraling out when the entire time you're just sitting there like, and everybody, I just get the sense of people going, because you couldn't do anything, because you didn't say anything, because you whatever. It's like a narcissist without an enemy. They can't be the victim then, right? Okay. This is bizarre. What somebody thought was going to be your ruin is going to be the exact thing that causes you to succeed. The exact reason you're going to get exactly what you want. I thought you would. I feel like that, like, not so much a crash out. That's not what they were thinking. There's a goal. There's an achievable goal they thought doing this to you would cause you to do. Like, let's say, I don't know. They thought something would cause you to get evicted, and it didn't. They thought like there was something tangible they thought would happen as a result. And so that would be the ruin of you. Does that make sense? That would it would give them a win somehow. But I don't just feel like this is an egoic win. I think it would give them a win. Like they thought if they did this, you'd be kind of like be pushed into a corner and something would falter and then shit would go really wrong for you, which somehow was going to be working out for them. This is the way it's feeling, guys. And it didn't. It didn't go as far as they thought that it would. Whatever they did, it only kept you isolated, but it didn't ruin you. And I think, like, obviously this is a collective. There, whoever ruin is in the perception of the person that was inflicting this. So it might be different for everybody, right? Like for me, well, I probably shouldn't give examples of that on here. Maybe somebody tried to ruin your name, thinking once your name is ruined, and maybe most of what you do is based on your name. If your name is your brand, right? Once your name is ruined, it's all over from there. Like it isn't just, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're somebody who's like, the only thing that could ever get to me is if somebody did something to one of my kids. So I'm gonna take your kid from you. I'm gonna do something that makes you look so terrible. You can't even take care of him. See, but it didn't. You didn't crash out. What they hoped to achieve didn't happen. It's like they're left with nothing but looking at what they did or didn't do. There's something there. And again, when it's kind of like the diamond in the rough. Like you have perfected something within you. Um, while in this isolation, timeout, something that is going to only benefit you. I feel like this is going to come back on them because I think that their efforts are visible and it may have been really difficult for you not to act out. Again, you didn't have tangible evidence, is what it feels like to me. You couldn't. You could have said all you wanted to, but it would have made you look like the stupid one, right? I do think that you are aware. This is a situation where you are aware of somebody and what they've done. You just didn't have any, you know what I mean? And you couldn't sit there and like lament over it because people look at you like, you know what I mean? Like you were the problem then. So you had to keep drudging on. And it really is, you wait long enough and somebody will hang themselves with their own rope. They're gonna fuck up eventually. And you knew that much. You bid your time is what you did. I keep hearing crash out. They really wanted you to crash out. If you didn't experience anything of severity enough within your life, like an event, then they wanted you to at least crash out. Look unstable. There's a whole breath of fresh air. There's a whole there's a whole new life, new lease on life. 'Cause not only is somebody rising above this situation, they're getting their wish. And it's going to push a lot of positive attention towards you. Like you're going to be looking very favorably. I want to know about the Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, because that's the center energy. Actually, this is like coming back to life. That flicker, that flame. Tell me about the Page of Wands, please. Motherfucker. I told you. I told you. We have the Magician and the Six of Wands. Page. Something brings it in. Something's coming in. They're bringing me to the staff. The staff is kind of like it's giving me a sense of there may be a gavel involved. Like I wanna like like Wakanda where he boom, it's like there's some sense of authority with that staff. Um Being able to command something. Somebody's getting their wish. They're gonna be victorious. Something's gonna happen exactly the way that you want it to. Again, whatever this is, whatever you did, biding your time and like fighting your way through something in silence so that others didn't see, that bodes in your favor. Again, there are things that it cultivated within you that I think that you discovered about yourself and it only strengthened your connection, no matter how difficult it was. There's no minimization of the level of difficulty. You may have been crashing out internally, very much so, privately, but you didn't do it publicly, and that was the fucking point. You didn't do it with them. That was the point. You had hella mastery over yourself. And I feel like saying the authority, some sense of authority is on your side in regards to this situation. I know it's a page, but look at how tall and massive. And then of course that staff. It's like, you know what? I just realized I don't understand why it does this. Hey, David. I had this thing. I've been wondering why I haven't seen much in the chat lately, but it keeps putting the top chat and that's it in there instead of when people. And I was like, why is everybody so fucking quiet all the time? Hi, David. Y'all aren't. Damn it, this stupid thing. Um, I mean, the Six of Wands is a victory after a long, hard battle. This is a battle worn soldier coming in on his horse. You're going to get what you're manifesting. I need to understand. I need to understand more because it feels as if the energy feels very separate. Like it's almost like an acknowledgement of what has occurred, then a like spirit talking about the divide, like you will be successful, this person will end up whatever. And I want to say that whatever this is ends up removing this person. I feel like this person in some form or fashion has been a barrier, even if I just feel like saying appearances didn't look that way, they were a barrier. And it removes them as a barrier in your life is what they're saying, in your life, not just for this manifestation. And so it's like they're making a distinction. They're telling you, yes, you did this. It's paying off. That it's giving the perseverance is rewarded card from the Mavandura fortune telling deck. Like your perseverance is rewarded. Like you dealt with something. And the only way you could deal with it was internally because you couldn't do anything about it externally. Couldn't crash out. Um, and in that you refined some level of divinity within you and your connection with spirit. You honed something. And when this divide happens, it's like there's a separation that happens. You are seen in a more favorable light. You are elevated in some manner or some form. You get your wish. Who is the page? This might be who is the page? So the temperance card came out and I heard an angel. Like that would be like an angel in human form, like an earth angel. Somebody capable of making great change. I get a younger energy from the page. Not like childlike, but just a younger energy, but a sense of authority. Some kind of in charge. Whatever they do, they're able to change the situation, bring about peace for you, to give you a fucking break. They come to give you a fucking break. Okay? They give you a break, some sense of victory. Why are we skirting around the issue? Let's go to the Ace of Wands since that was the clarifying card. It's like maybe they want us to focus so much more on this, what's contained within the wand, because the page brings the wand in. Um, but it's almost like led, spirit led, because this comes from the sky. Like it's kind of like contained within this wand is something that spirit wanted to come your way. As I'm not supposed to focus on. I feel something on that page. They're not telling me something about that page. Definitely a new path. Okay, 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 okay. Captain Obvious here. Let's quit being Captain Obvious. Okay? I can feel like when they put up a shield, it's like but I feel like I could peek behind the curtain. Like technically you shouldn't know, but we might give you a little hint. It might be something where it's the kind of unexpected, like, because it's only unexpected because you that's something your brain wouldn't conjure up. Kind of like when they sometimes when they talk to me, like, they have to use images and things and that I understand. If it's not an experience that I've ever had, I'll be, like, dancing all around it because 'cause I'm like, "I'm trying to explain this. I don't know what they're trying." Like, I don't really have a way to kinda, like, you know what I'm saying? And so they're probably just like, "This may be something you've never experienced before, and so it's something that would never come to mind." Two of Pentacles says change. I think this has something to do with it's a part of the divide. And I'm trying to get over here. For some of you, it may be something in the realm of some authority figure handing down some kind of judgment, although there's just some kind of command. Like I'm thinking of Moses with the staff or like a pharaoh and like, like all those things. Like there's some type of authority or command that somebody has, influence maybe, over something. It is a younger energy, but that's like so relative and subjective. Like younger could just be younger than you, or maybe new to this position or new to this arena. So it's like a younger, fresher, kind of energy. And it brings about change. It has something to do with the divide. The thing where it's like this wand is the divide between you and whatever was obstructing you, the person that created this sense of isolation or encapsulation. You know when you have a word and it's like right there and it irritates your soul? That's where I'm at. I'm like, it's right there. I know I can get beyond it. This may be you right now. Feeling it, not being able, like you can sense it, like use Hermetic Tarot. I'm getting a couple images, but I'm not sold on any of them. So I don't want to like say it. I'm like, no, 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 like, because it's like maybe it was going smooth sailing until right here. Although I did pick up on Page of Pentacles. Those are ones. These- Definitely a door opening, an opportunity of some sort. Her nail in the coffin. Whatever comes in, whatever this Ace of Wands is, it's like the nail in the coffin for the other person. Because we have the swords, Five of Swords, and it's Lord of Defeat. And the story behind the Five of Swords, usually in the Rider Waite, there are like three individuals on the image. Two of them are walking away in defeat, and one of them has collected like their stuff. And and the idea of it is, the people walking away may feel as if somehow the ones that are defeated feel as if like it's unfair that somehow why are you the one that gets to win, and it's like but the truth of it, like you've done something deceitful to do it, or whatever it is. But the truth of the matter is that somebody has to win, and it might as well be you. That's the story that has always stuck out in regards to the Five of Swords, because it's about winning that battle. um, and that's exactly what they were saying, is that somehow by you persevering, keeping your mouth shut, not pulling any stunts, not doing something and letting somebody hang themselves with their own rope, you win the battle. But they feel like you're fucking them over somehow, or you're doing something to them, or like, there's something underhanded here, and it's like you plotted this all along. Like I mean, you do give them that sustenance to be the very to behave in a very narcissistic way. Like that's what they've been waiting for. They really wanted you to act out so they could be like, "Oh my god, can you see? Look at them." Yeah, it sure as hell is entitlement. Um, I mean, it gives them leverage to be a victim, but it's I feel like they're the ones that crash out. They do something. Oh, you get something, and then they act out because you get exactly the opposite. That's why the Page of Wands is the dividing factor, because when you receive something, they will, and everything will unravel for them. They will hang themselves. You ain't got to do a fucking thing. This could be a very literal crash out. Like I have seen people, we've seen them. We've seen all these videos online of these Karens. Like as soon as they get called out for something and they know that people are going to know they behaved a certain way, they act like nuts. This could be a literal crash out, and then you're the truth of who they are is visible for others to see, because you get a break in life, because you get a new lease on life, because something is resurrected, because something. Page of Pentacles, the universe. It's like, yes, it's giving job opportunity, but it's like because it's the Two of Pentacles, it's a whole new path being offered to you. And the reason I kept seeing things like somebody very well may distance themselves from somebody, like move, or like if this is divorce, like a judge goes, well, in the interim, you need to move out of the house. They can stay in the house, blah, 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 blah. And they fucking go nuts. And they start pulling all kinds of stunts. And you're able to record it all. And you're just literally, they might do something in front of a judge or something, like they might, you know what I mean? And it's like there's some sense of freedom from this held in place. And you've had to bite your tongue, bide your time, and pretend for long enough. This could be, you could get a job opportunity where you get to move somewhere like within the company, and all of a sudden the person starts to act out. Their aggression comes forward, their manipulation, their whininess, their bullshit, and it's like it's the nail in the coffin. So you getting something when, because again, their achievable goal was that they would get something tangibly as a result of you like losing out. They were going to get the job, they were going to get the house, they were going to get the child, they were going to, you know what I mean? And it's like, I say tangible because it's like something you can put your hands on. Something within the material world, within our reality. So they were really thinking they were going to put you in some kind of corner. You know, this is giving me like this is kind of like the we've asked for a divorce, like we want a divorce, but because things are still moving through, and it's like I'm not leaving the house until blah blah blah. You can live on your side, and I can live on, and they do shit just to try and fucking like they do the exact opposite. Like every time you try to work it out, every time you're like, well, can we just do this? Like you're trying to separate, and they do things. They keep sinking their claws into this and that, and it's like this wasn't brought up at the first hearing, but now suddenly this is an issue. Now suddenly that's an issue now, and it's like, oh my fucking, what I mean? And they're hoping you go the fuck off. That's what it's kind. I mean, that's a really easy, low hanging fruit kind of scenario, right? And it's like, and damn good and well that they do little things every day, and like you have to keep your wits about you and keep moving forward and avoid and maybe sometimes deal with their antics and everything else like that because otherwise it's going to get turned on you. But some kind of authority, whether it's giving you a job, having some kind of a ruling, uh, uh, a person in a position higher than you, something like that, some kind of, and because it's a younger energy, maybe this person is new in the situation. Maybe that's why it feels like it's because I was like, it's kind of like they're new and it's like easy to manipulate with all the existing players because you knew them. Right? And which is why it was hard to like, when there's all this time. Somebody new with fresh eyes comes in is like, "Oh, no, let's fix this right now." Like there's just something about it. Like this motherfucker cannot be you can't predict. This person can't predict. This person could not predict that this was going to happen. Page of Pentacles. It's something on offer, something that you get that's tangible that opens up opportunities. That gives a sense of freedom because the universe card is the world card that brings something to a close. Ooh, in a very tangible way in your life. This could be like acting out at work and this motherfucker get fired. But it creates big change when it removes them and causes you to look very favorable. And then eyes are on you for having endured this. Like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Like now you could probably speak your truth and people would believe you. You could say, yeah, this, and they'd be like, oh my God, I would have never thought. But after seeing that shit, I'm so sorry. Hmm. And then, but this person would be like, it's not fair. I'm a victim here. They did this on purpose and da da da, and it should have been that. Like they're just gonna look at you like you're the one that's. But really, you're just the winner in this situation. I hate to put it like that. Queen of Cups. Okay. I didn't even ask a question. I just started pulling. King of Swords. I am. Okay, let me pull another. We'll get back to the Ace of Wands here really quick. There's some kind of like contractual thing that binds this situation. I don't care if it's a court order, child custody order, some kind of a judgment, a contract with a job, contract on the house, some hierophant. I had the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. I feel the Queen of Cups negatively aspected, having something to do with Five of Swords. Very emotionally unstable and manipulative. Very wants to be seen as this sweet, innocent, whatever, but is very manipulative. Like this would be a in reverse kind of a thing. King of Swords, very straight laced, very stoic, unemotional, can't show their cards, has to just keep moving forward. Like that's the King of Swords, having to really look at things from a very objective because if their emotions get involved, then things are going to happen, kind of thing. That's what's happened, and there is some level of like contracty something. It could be soul contract, but a lot of this is talking about things now being visible in the real world. Star card and the pentacles, and so it's kind of like there has to be something tangible, that meaning something of this 3D world that's binding you together also, not just some kind of soul contract type of thing. Okay. Um, because the Hierophant is about something being in really reality. Whereas the High Priestess is more like the field of possibilities, the ideas, the downloads, the creation of it, right? The Hierophant is like something tangible in here and now. Six of Pentacles. This is one person receives, the other person doesn't. So in Rider Waite, there's somebody doling something out. One person receives and the other person doesn't. This person wanted this situation to be in such a manner that it either caused you to lose out or you to crash out, which either way would have benefited them. And it goes because of this fresh new energy that enters into this situation. This could be like we were with a particular judge before, and now we're before a different judge, because some places rotate judges. And so it's like your case stays in a particular court, but the judge may be different. And a fresh set of eyes. It's a fresh set of eyes. They're not well rooted in this situation. They're newer. That's where that young, like, fresh energy was coming from. Let's talk about the Ace of Wands then. What does this translate to? Uh-huh. Oh, this is your personal power. Seven of Wands. This is having control over your life again, over yourself. This is your autonomy. This is, I get to command self-respect. I get to, you may have felt in this situation like your self-respect was waning because of what you had to compromise during the situation. Queen of Pentacles. Chariot. It's now I can do it all. I want one more on that. I asked about Queen of Pentacles and then Queen of Wands came out. Queen of Wands is self-respect, standing in my power, knowing my worth, and commanding something, right? The Queen of Pentacles is feeling well rooted and grounded and capable in my life again, being able to manage it all again, right? We have the Chariot, which is nothing obstructing it. I always say it's the rhino spirit, right? Like it is because things are in alignment. It's not so much about the how fast or the speed, because it's major arcana, right? It talks about the larger overall energies, not the specific details. You want speed, you go to the minor arcana, okay? But this one is things are so much in alignment that it's charging forward. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can get in its way. Rhino spirit, don't step in front of that. You will get removed. So you're moving into a very unstoppable energy. I think that what has happened is somebody has had to um, really squash their emotional side and allow their very diplomatic, logical, pragmatic mind take over. And somebody has not been able to um, really rest in their feminine energy, whoever I'm reading for, to feel at peace within. Because again, hermit mode. But there was a sharpening during this period. There was a sharpening of of you. What is the Ace of Wands so specifically? What is being brought in? I just get this winner. I just heard winner, winner, chicken dinner. I swear to God. Chariot is just victory. We have both victory cards. We have the six of swords and six of wands, not swords, and the Chariot. Ace of Swords. The Ace of Wands is just about honestly feels like just being able to live again, and this is a new path. So the Two of Pentacles, where there's a change in path, and then the Ace of Swords is talking about a very clear path before you. And like it's like a gift. It's like a new lease on life. Is there going to be distance here? Because I picked up on that. It may not be you. It may be the other person's star. It is going to irritate the shit out of them that you get such positive. That's a Six of Swords. Or six. Why do I keep saying swords? See, I'm saying Six of Swords because I'm feeling into the like. There's some kind of like movement, location changing, distance being put between people. Um, but it's a Six of Wands. Good God. But Six of Wands is about the accolades that you get. Like people are like, this is not gonna do what they think. It's gonna irritate their soul to see you doing good and improving and elevating and I just feel like positive praises and of anything else that's gonna irritate them the most. Now I heard shine bright like the sun again. We have the star twice and the sun twice. The sun is also a star, by the way. Like that's also victory cards. Like there's so much here just saying, sometimes people's karma is to watch you succeed because it'll just eat them alive inside. Like I feel like this is saying the sun came out with the hanged man. This pause period has worked out so good for you. You are about to find out just how good. Like when I tell you, it's like the slingshot kind of theory where you just propel forward. This is a buoy. It buoys you forward. Like this pause is like it feels like it has removed several obstacles. Not only this person, but anything that was internal. Like this is just they're gonna shit themselves. But it feels like Ace of Swords, for once, people know the truth. You have really had to bite your tongue about this. Nobody's known the battle you've been going through. Maybe very few, but even the ones that did, like maybe they felt you were exaggerating. You know what I mean? It was like they didn't really understand the impact this was having or the level of unfairness wrapped up into this. But truth is front and center. And I want to say it feels like unintended people are going to catch wind of this. That's even more. It's like sometimes somebody wants you to look terrible for a very particular reason. Um, what happened? But that would be like within a certain sector of eyes, and but this is going to go beyond that. Like the amount of positive attention you get for this just amplify the negative that they will. And image seems to matter to this person. Like there's a very egoic sense of like self. It is behind this is some type of decision, but whatever it's not on it's not from you, it's from somebody else, and this gives you a new lease on life, a new chance to grow in a new direction. Um, they just keep saying crash out. Somebody else is going to crash out. I feel like people don't realize what you've had to put up with. And I even want to maybe go years. Like maybe this last little stint of isolating was recent, but like this is years. It feels like a long time, and it's like it feels like vindication. But you just that's not what you're concerned with. You're just liberated. They're just gonna go in circles at this point. I feel like this is what they wanted to say. So there's something, and like, I mean, yay for new eyes on an old situation. Yay for something, a new energy entering into this that flips it on its head. With this universe, I feel as if like you're gonna get because the attention comes your direction about what has really transpired. You're gonna get more help and assistance. We did have the Six of Pentacles. It's almost like people want to come out of the woodworks to support you. And as a result, you just get more opportunity. Reading. Well, that's that. Oh, that would be the reading, guys. I hope that it reaches whoever it's meant for. I do hope y'all have a fantastic day, and I will see you at the next read.